Got the passenger trains going. Oh, a little heater. I don't think it's going to do too much for me though. I got the volume turned down on one of them. I'll see what I can do for myself here. Alright, they're all going pretty good. Move these controllers a little bit. See if I can. I don't think they're going to stay up there really well. See what I can. I need little holsters for them. That would work wonders. It would. There we go. I'll put that there and see how that works. Little heater. Just enough to heat my hands up. I think the 310 will do nothing over there. Hey, what's going on, Michael? I got my little heater here. Gonna try and keep me a little warm, but I don't think it's gonna be the greatest thing at it. It's gonna keep my hands warm. That'll be about it. I decided to run the old Proto 2000s because they seem to be like invincible to the cold. They give zero shits. I'm just trying to move my throttle somewhere. Alright, put that one there. Oh, no, that ain't gonna work. I'll just have to kind of sorta hang them over the edge. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Trying. I just need them to sit somewhere. There, that'll have to work. Work to keep my hands warm. There we go. Got my drink. Probably should have my coat on. I'll turn his sound off. So I'm not like yelling over locomotives. Oh, I'll let Josh know while it is up. I'll let David know. Where's Mr. Dog? There we go. There we go. All good. That is up on the way. I'll definitely get my Alrighty, I am back. Hello, Eugene. SP Pro. Oh, where'd my little cleaner thing go? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's really dirty there. Oh, wow. Hasn't been clean there in some time. Oh, God, no. And, that's all kinds of no good. Boston, Maine ain't going through that. He not liking that too much. Oh. There he goes. I just wanted to get him parked. There, he can stay parked there. He's good. I can snuggle up to my heater. Well, Bachman is going to have a few of the SP series, are they not? The old Bachman has some plans. Hey, you guys want to know what I'm not doing tonight? I'm not watching the Super Bowl. Because I don't care. CP Pro. Yeah. Ain't none of that. Oh, the ball is gonna fucking go tonight, boys. It's gonna go. The ball fucking went. That's about all I know about sports, is the ball went. Man, Bachman is going to be screwed because of their insane prices they are charging for toy quality locomotives. If they drop the price of their locomotives by hundreds of dollars, you know, then I could justify it, but Well, Lauren's just happy she's done work before the Super Bowl starts. Got people be calling into tech support saying the internet's not working, they can't stream the game. Be a shit show. Man, I'm scared to know what they're like. Well, I mean, I already seen it. Like what they're charging for their steam locomotives. Holy crap! In my opinion, a Bachmann diesel locomotive, for example, should be no more than 200 Canadian dollars with sound. Because that's what they are. They're toy quality, right? I always looked at Bachmann as like, the entry level or, cost savings option for the hobby. And I think they used to be that at one point in time, but not anymore. Yeah, yeah, that's what I always seen them as starters, right? I'm just checking my messages right quick. Right, my smoke a little bit. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Check my spam. Nothing in my spam. Alrighty then. Holy shit. Let's see. Message this guy here. Alright, let me jump back into the chat so I can see what I'm missing here. Oh, excuse me. Oh my, yeah, man, I seen 120 for blue boxes, like, quite a bit. Like, it seems to be a bloody normal thing. A little insane. The best deals I still see on used locomotives, in my experience, then again, I haggle a little bit too, are second-hand after Genesis. I tend to do fairly good at those. And not to mention the epic deal I got on those two E8s that are running right now.
Water's gonna boil away.
What?
Water's gonna boil away.
Oh shit! Lily's water. My bad. I'll just be a few minutes. I gotta cook up Lily's Mr. Noodles. Oh man, due to the cold today, we're very limited to what we can run. These old Proto 2000s, they will run in anything. They don't care. They're very rugged. Yep, they're all. The only one that's not River Rossi is the tail end. I think the tail end. I think it's Concar. I can't remember. Yeah. I remember Clinton picked that out right away. He's like, wait, that tail car's not River Rossi. Yeah, I'm with you there, David. I'm never paying $400 Canadian for 2 passenger coaches. Like, never gonna happen. I'm happy with my cheap old vintage coaches. I'll stick with those. Because we know we can find entire consists if we're patient for $100 Canadian. Oh, I love them. I love the old school stuff when it comes to coaches. And if you get them with interior, that's a bonus. I find Union Pacific is just a tad slower. I'm not sure if I can really squeeze more speed out of him. He's pretty much at his maximum. Maximum velocity. That tail end is just like shaking back and forth. There's some funky business going on in there. Oh, Walters. Uh-oh. The Walters was the culprit. Put this in such a way where it'll just stand up. Nope, that ain't working. Yeah, when I got my blue goose set, I thought it had everything, but I'm missing a car. I think it's the diner I'm missing. But hell, still a steal. Because I got 7 of 8. Yeah, I think it's the diner. I haven't been able to find one. So Stratford, like, I scored this whole consist of AHM, New York Central, never bloody used, for $100 Canadian. My father went and picked them up for me because they were really close to where he lived. David, tell me this sorcery. So I didn't clean the track today. And literally, there are sections of this track that are black. And these old P2Ks do not give a shit. I love them. They don't care about the cold. They don't care about dirt. They don't even have keep alives. They just don't give a shit. It's like they're immune to cold. They're immune to dirt. They're immune to dust. It's like some hardcore sorcery happening here. I love it. Oh, Strasbourg, I know exactly, because we're talking $100 Canadian for a full consist of 8, passenger coaches. Like that's just absolutely amazing. And I got the same deal on the Blue Goose set too, except it's missing one. I got 7 out of 8. The diner I'm missing, but still got those for 100 Canadian. And I seen those go on eBay for fucking like $400+. I'm just Canadian. I'm like, ow. Yeah, we definitely agree on that. P2K is awesome. I'm just wondering, like electrically, what did they do so well? Like, I mean, I know it's got the square bearings. Those have always been really good. A great design. That is, we know it's an Atherin design. But like, I mean, I tore P2Ks apart, and I mean they're really ruggedly built. I know that, but it's just something about these E8s. They're really good with their power pickup. I love it. I have two gray Union Pacific Overland coaches, but I think they're at the trailer. I'll have to take a small gander over here and look. One of them might be here. I'm not sure, but I can't remember. What are these ones? Oh yeah, those are what I use for the British coaches and stuff. That's what that is. Yeah, I don't know where I put the gray one. Gray one has to be at home. Somewhere. I was gonna say if I had the gray ones here, I would have hooked them up. Yeah, I do remember you talking about 2 sets. My dome car. What does my dome car have? No, he's definitely not skirted. Doesn't bother me though. I'm just happy to have them. I think everything else looks skirted. Get warm by the heater. Heat my fingers up. God, I got a whole other spot in there. No, I don't know if it's the new one because they don't have interior. There's no interior in them. But I mean, you know more than I do. I don't know where I put the boxes, so I can't check the date. Oh, the 400 sets. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where I put those boxes. Maybe they're here. I don't know. No idea. I'll have to take a look. Doesn't say the date. Well, I'll check it. Let me see. Crap, I don't even know if these are my New York Centrals or not. Oh wait, no, those are IACs. Ah, that's right. Okay. I don't remember what these are. These must be my goose. Yes, those are the blue goose sets. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I just checked the date on my blue goose sets. They're 1977. It's definitely a hell of a nice looking set. Some of my River Rossies I got lucky and they had interior. Some of them. I don't remember which ones now. Oh, okay. I don't hear anything beeping. Nothing beeping here. I mean, Boston, Maine, he's his sound is on. That might be what you hear. But he's not beeping, he's just idling. The track's so dirty right there, he can't even go. That's funny. The whole section's like... I don't really clean that parking area, the siding much. Because they only go in there to park. Might be about it. I'll send them out. Crazy fast freight coming through. Risky. Oh, let me get the chat back on. Yeah, he was just idling. Idling on my little siding area. That siding I got worked out really good. Because it can fit an entire passenger consist plus the locomotive. So it's perfect. So that's the one that comes out here like that. You park an entire passenger train there. Nah, I don't think I need an HV2, not with the siding I created. It'd be like, I wouldn't see a point. I got an awesome siding. HV4, yes, I need that single crossover. So it'll free up my other two switches that I will need for over here. But what I need is for that over there to become a staging area. There's a small little staging area. That's where the monitor is. The monitor can always be put somewhere else. I looked at the price of the HV2. It's not, to me, it's too expensive for what it is. Too expensive in Canada. Not worth it. Slow down the Boston and Maine there a tad. Oh, I gotta speed up Boston, Maine a little bit. UP's catching up on them. There, that's pretty good. Oh, still a little gain on there. Watching you. back in my chair. Where the heater is. Oh, excuse me. Wrong one. Oh, what is that? Oh, that is expensive. Holy good golly. What in the name of God? I don't even know what that there is. That's not bad. Who this is? Who that? What in the... Oh, there we go. Oh, wait. Hello, Richard. I'm trying my best to stay warm today, Richard. I got my little heater right here, keeping my hands warm. I will say that the heater is a little underwhelming out here. Doesn't do a whole lot. It's great for heating up a little room though. My nose is starting to drip from the cold. Dear goodness. Oh, what? That sounds like a good time, man. I have never been on a train in my life. Me and Lauren were looking into it one time, just to go on a train ride, and it's like so unrealistically expensive. We're like, yeah, no, that is never gonna happen. Yeah, we've been getting this season we've been abnormally cold here in Nova Scotia. And temperature today is, I mean, it's definitely been colder. Let me see here. What are we? We are down, we're minus 13 today. Minus 13 Celsius. I gotta put that Celsius in there. Yeah, it's a little colder by the water, David. you think it'd be a little warmer by the water sometimes, but... Oh yeah, man, it's always colder down here. You got like, you know, you got Nova Scotia, and then you got Afton. Well, any location where you're sitting right on the Northumberland Strait is going to be like not very fun. I'm just looking out and the water's just ice. It's all frozen. Richard, does it really, like, in the spring and the summertime in the UK, does it really rain, like, as much as I hear? Like, you guys hardly ever get a sunny day. I mean, that drives me bonkers. I mean, in the UK, you guys must get, like, you must get weeks where there's no rain. Like, at least, you know, a good solid couple weeks. I mean, it's probably all false, but I mean, I hear so many people say that the sun don't shine in the UK. I was like, no, that can't be right. That's just what I hear. Probably wrong. Yeah, negative 17's no fun. The past couple weeks, man, it's been like, it's been negative 20 to negative 30 Celsius, which is really Not normal for us. So in their summer of 2025 here in Nova Scotia, I mean, if you love the heat, we had such a dry, hot summer. I loved it. I mean, it wasn't really great if you were a farmer because there was no rain. But yeah, I loved it so much because I just love the heat. It was great if you're in the motorcycles and if you got a classic car because there was virtually no rain last summer. So I had like the most epic summer that I can remember having in probably like 15 years. David Smith didn't like it. He was like dying. He was not happy. Not everyone likes that much heat. But I'm just like, hell yeah, I'm loving this shit. I had it last week. I was just telling Richard how we had that crazy hot summer there last summer. In summer of 25. We'll never forget it. It was I mean, I enjoyed the heat, we know that, but it was a very serious drought. But anyone that is into like the outdoors and likes to ride motorcycles and enjoys going out in a classic car, it was a dream come true. Yeah, we'll have to check that out there, Richard. I'm gonna run the stream for about another 50 minutes, and then I gotta shut it down because I got things I gotta do. Me and Lauren gotta prepare supper this evening and all that good stuff. And then I think I'm just gonna veg out and play on my computer. Either that or watch something. But I figure today I'd brave the frigid cold out here for about 2 hours in the live stream. I feel bad sometimes, like when it's like so cold and I'm not out here in the stream. Sometimes I feel like a really bad host. but I was told by quite a few people that they just enjoy, you know, watching the trains going. I'll be back in a second. Brian might have got to it before me. So, the Union Pacific, that is an old Proto 2000 E8 from 2005, DCC and sound. The New York Central is also a Proto 2000 E8, 2005 model run with DCC and sound. The Boston, Maine is a GP40 by Athearn Genesis with Tsunami 2 sound. And they're three locomotives that don't mind the cold. Well, especially the old Proto 2000s, they're so robust, they'll even run on dirty track. That Athearn Genesis I have, it can be very picky. Like, I gave it a thorough cleaning and everything. And another thing I like about Athearn products is their motors are serviceable. So I took the motor apart and I cleaned the commutator. And I made sure the brushes were good, which they are, and gave the wheels a good cleaning. I cleaned everything I possibly could think of, and he's been running pretty good ever since. But he's still he can be glitchy. He's just, you know, sometimes you get a glitchy one and you just kind of deal with it, right? But these P2K E8s, they're just robust tanks. They're great. And the Blue Goose, I'm not running him because he's not a fan of the cold at all. He doesn't like it. And plus he's a brass hybrid too, so you know, he's all metal. So that just probably, I don't know, it probably amplifies the cold even more. Hard to say, really. But anytime I find a good deal on the old Proto 2000 E8s with the old Quantum sound, I'll jump on them, I'll grab them. The only thing they need, with how old they're getting, is they need axle gear replacements, and that's easy to do. You can buy the axle gears super cheap on Wish. I still got a crap ton of them. Like, I'm not worried about running out anytime soon. I tried to get Hogwarts Express a few times, but it sells so fast. Like, there's even been quite a few of them for sale in my province, but just haven't been able to really jump on it. And those were the Bachmann versions. I did a little bit of research on them, and I found out that the Bachmann version is a bit more accurate than Hornby's. I think Hornby has a little more detail on it, but the locomotive, I guess, is a little inaccurate. But apparently Bachmann's locomotive for Hogwarts Express is way more accurate. Either way, I don't think I'd be too picky about the inaccuracies. I wouldn't care. I'd just be like, hell yeah, it's Hogwarts. Sweet. let me check something for a minute. So here I have my really nice Steel Series gaming headphones. Bluetooth. It does all the things, 7.1 surround sound. So what I'm going to see is if I can get them to I know I can hook them up to the little ally here. That's not the problem. The problem is getting them to work through OBS, which I've never tried before. So right now they are all right. Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, this is awesome. That means it's coming through my headset. I mean, I can hear the trains through my headset. Okay, cool. So that means I need... Actually, this is pretty awesome, actually. So, hopefully... Okay, let me try this. Let me step inside and see if everything's working good. Oh, crap. I just, like, clotheslined myself. Literally with the clothesline. So, you guys can hear my voice still, but I'm unsure if you can hear the trains now. Because I'm just standing inside the living room. I'm just standing inside the living room looking out the window watching the trains. But because I have the mic coming through the headset, I don't think you guys can hear the trains now. No trains? Okay. So what I'd have to figure out with OBS is I gotta run the camera mic, the camera microphone, also with my headset microphone. And I know I can do that because do you guys remember that time when I accidentally had both webcam microphones going and it was like causing a shit show? Oh yeah, I use OBS all the time now. So I just gotta turn the I gotta turn the microphone on for the camera as well. But no, that's set up pretty easily. So now I can talk to everyone and stay warm. This is great. Why didn't I try to do this before? Alright, so let me see if I can get a second mic going. Alright, go back outside. Let's see. Okay, camera mic. We need camera mic. Alright, there's desktop audio. Okay, desktop audio is not on. Okay, auxiliary mic. Let's go to camera. What is this? Is this camera 1? Am I using camera 1? I'm assuming so. So let me go into... shit. Okay. Audio, we'll use... no, I don't know if that's it. Okay, let me try that. Okay, what's happening now? I might have just broke something. I don't know. Is there 2 mics going? Okay, let's test this and see. I may have screwed it up. Okay, you guys still hear me? Am I here? Yo. Okay, confirm. You guys can hear the trains and me on the headset? Okay, perfect, perfect. And you guys can still hear the trains too, right? Sweet. That means I made it work. This is great. Jimmy is in the house. I'll have to keep a close eye on Boston, Maine and Union Pacific, because I know they want to touch each other. They're thinking about it.
What?
Not like that. The trains want to crash into each other. The children took that the wrong way. Get... No. You two heard that completely differently.
Yeah, Jim, it's -6 where David is, and down here in good old Afton Station, we are -13. Great times. Yeah, I didn't look at the wind chill yet. Looks like I gotta... oh, excuse me. I burped right in your guys' friggin' ears, which is gonna amplify it with my headset. Alright, I gotta speed up Boston and Maine. I'm enjoying... Oh, there's Mr. Eugene. How's it going, buddy? I'll just speed up Boston and Maine there a tad. These also keep my ears warm too. Yeah, -20 is brutal. It's bad. It ain't fun. Ain't no one want to deal with -20. Heck no. Boston, Maine just tanking along. Good to go. Make sure he puts a little gap there on Union Pacific. Alright, we got some gappage happening. Man, -20 outside, man, you'd be getting like serious mangina going on. No kinds of fun. No good can happen out of that. Kovu has the seat I want to sit in. I got seat scanned. Seat scanned by Mr. Kovu. I was gonna give Alex some pets, or that Boomer. Yeah, it's Boomer. Or I can pet both cats at the same time. Although it'd really be really hard to pet 3 cats at the same time. I'd have to use my foot. Yeah, I experienced -50 in Yellowknife a couple years back. It was hella cold, guys, hella cold. Oh yeah, Kovu gets snuggles. Man, watching the New York Central go on the straight, it almost spans the entire length of that straight section with those 8 passenger cars. Coaches, passenger coaches. Man, David, I'm some glad we did those feeders. Cuz I don't think it'd be running today if we didn't do that. Eventually, I still want to do 2 more feeders up on the straight stretch there. Because sometimes there can be a little hiccup there, but for now, it is fine. I mean, if Boston, Maine's not glitching out, we're doing good. I remember in 1998, wasn't there like an insane ice storm? Oh, frig, where was that? I want to say, oh God, Quebec. Was it Quebec? Was it this? Is this known as Ice Storm 98? I just can't remember exactly. I want to somewhere in Ontario or Quebec. I mean, they're really big provinces compared to Nova Scotia. Yes, I think I will do that, David. I'll bring 2 of the pieces over. That'd be easy peasy. See, sometimes I don't think of simple things like that. Sometimes things are a lot more simple. And I just don't think about it. Yeah, you were. Well, you probably remember it a lot better, David. I was trying to think. I was still pretty young in '98. I mean, I remember it. It was on the news and everything. I just can't remember what bloody province it was. Like Jim, when I was out in Yellowknife visiting my brother, he's out there. He took a military position out there, and it's permanent. If it wants him to be permanent, he owns a home out there and everything. And he literally said, he's like, when you take my car out, take both keys with you, and when you get out of the car, to go into Walmart or whatever you want to do, he's like, keep the car running, don't shut it off. He's like, just leave the keys in the ignition, leave it running, take the spare keys, lock the door, and go do what you gotta do. And my brother's like, I don't even care about the fuel. He's like, he's like, you don't want to shut the car off in -50, and then have a dead battery, and then have to wait for someone to come boost you. Well, he had a battery pack anyway, just to be on the safe side, but he's like, you just don't want to deal with this crap in -50. So, yeah, just leave the car on. Quebec and Eastern Ontario. Okay, I was pretty certain on the Quebec, so I almost had that bang on. I think what Nova Scotia got from that was a crap ton of snow. My brother's car you could. It's older now. It was a oh God, what year was it? 2015. What was it? Hyundai, a little Hyundai. 2015 Hyundai base model, manual transmission. Oh, what the hell was that thing? Elantra? Yeah, I think it was an Elantra, a little Elantra. Elantra, tomato, little car. And yeah, you could do it with his. I mean, frig. To just pull the friggin' fuse. There is always a fuse to pull. If you really want to make your car burglar proof, if it's not in a garage every night, this friggin' pull out the fuel pump fuse. The only way they're gonna steal it then is friggin' on a on a flatbed, and that's going to make a lot of noise. Yeah, that would be a good saving grace, eh, Jim? Yeah, the manuals are not nearly as common as they used to be. Me and my younger brother, we taught ourselves how to drive manual. I love it. I love having a manual. There's a funny saying going around, and I I don't quite agree with it, but you know, you see the memes on Facebook where it shows a manual transmission, and they call it a millennial anti-theft device. Well, it should be called the Gen Z anti-theft device, because most millennials my age that I know, that I grew up with, we all know how to drive manual. So I think it's more of a Gen Z anti-theft device than a millennial anti-theft device, because most of the millennials I know and grew up with, we can all drive them. It was like as a teenager, it was like, as a young man, it was like, I guess, a rite of passage. If you couldn't drive a manual, you were an absolute fucking loser, and you should not be driving a car. We'd make fun of everyone that had an automatic growing up. When we all started driving, someone would pull up in an automatic, and we're like, man, what are you doing driving a shit stick? You won't know how to drive. Get a real car. Learn how to drive a car. Get a manual. Oh man, we used to make fun of everyone. Gotta slow down Boston, Maine a bit. Oh, hey Josh, how's it going, buddy? Well, here's my argument to that there, Brian. Big cars, my big land yachts, I like as an automatic. Small cars and trucks, manual. Because when I'm floating down the road in a luxury car, I don't want to work. I want to be lazy. I want that car to do all the things. But no, man, when I'm in a small car or in a truck, manual. 100% manual. So that is the only argument I have with that. Yeah, that's about it. But I will say, I mean, it would be really fun to find like or to convert like one of those big land yachts to a manual transmission. They exist. Did you ever hear of the Iraqi taxis? And GM built a fleet of Caprice Classics for Iraq, and they were all manual transmission because that's what they asked for. Hey, man. In my big car, I don't even care, man. I got all the space in the world to wank if I want to. I can just stretch right out, lay down. Yep. But no, that's not going to happen because, yeah, that's just kind of weird, but very possible. Yeah, I'm carefully watching them there, Josh. Those two. They've been decent to speed match. Not too bad. Yeah, wanktastic. Yeah, my caddy would be wanktastic. Oh, Jim, you mentioned the Malibus. So were there also a fleet of Malibus built with a manual too? Because I know the Caprice Classics, they did that in the 80s. And the Malibu. Okay, interesting. I wonder what other cars were built for other countries with a manual that you wouldn't have really seen in North America with a manual unless you converted it. Now, when I bought my Corolla, brand new back in 2018, I specifically asked for a manual transmission, and the nearest manual they had was in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. So the dealer there, they went and picked it up for me, brought it back. Oh yeah, the Union Pacific. That's all a passenger consist, and that locomotive is an E8 Proto 2000, just like the New York Central. Conversions there with the Panther platforms. Oh, I think the video just glitched there for a second. I got a little glitchy. Oh, I gotta go. Union Pacific is coming in hot. He's coming in very hot. Go, Boston. Go, 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 go. Just got him. Oh, man, that was close. That was so close. We gotta get some gap on there. Go, little GP40, go. I get some gappage. There, put them right about there. That should be good. We'll try that out. Oh, it's all good, Richard. It's all good. We're just here, just chatting. I don't think you missed much. I just had to speed up Boston, Maine a little bit. I had to get him some gap on Union Pacific. Union Pacific was barreling in pretty fast. He had some plans, and they weren't nice. There, now they got a good distance between the both of them. Oh, you know it, Josh. You know it. At least there's there's a lot more space on this layout than my tiny little 4x6.5 that oval there on the little loft. But man, we have a lot of fun on that little loft. I just wish, I mean, I could modify it, but I'm kind of happy with it. I just wish the 4x6 sections on the sundeck layout here, I wish it was more of a 5x6, because I can't put anything larger than 22-inch radius. Because I wanted to do 24. Like, man, like 4 foot wide is so close to handling 24-inch. It's like, oh man, it's not far off. It sucks. Like, I wanted 24 so bad. Yeah, some of the you could get the Taurus SHO with a manual as an option. I almost bought one of those back in the day, but I was told just to stay away from it because I guess the first generations of those Tauruses, they had a lot of engine problems. Well, they weren't even Ford engines. They were built by Yamaha, which is really weird because Yamaha's known for making great engines, especially on their motorcycles, right? But yeah, I guess it had a lot of trouble with it. Oh man, I love Tauruses too. The first new car ever got, well, me and my mom went splits on it back in the day, was a brand new in 2005. We got a 2005 Taurus. Not a top-of-the-line model. It had the 3-liter V6 in it. Just the single cam, not the twin cam, so I didn't have like the super powerful one. Well, I mean, the twin cam wasn't really super powerful either, but you know what I mean. But it was so funny because all my buddies back then, they all bought the Chevy Cobalts and the Pontiac Pursuits, and they were laughing at me for getting a Taurus. They're like, "Oh, you bought a shitty old Ford. Feel bad for you." But I had the last laugh because those Cobalts and Pursuits, oh my God, they were having so many problems with them. My buddies are always bringing their Pursuits and Cobalts in for warranty work for multiple different things. I had the last laugh because I never had an issue with that Taurus, ever. Unfortunately, my mom got into a single vehicle accident with it in the wintertime. She was okay and everything, but she wrote the Taurus off. And that would have been in 2010. Actually, it might have been 09. And yeah, I never bothered to go for a new car again until 2018. But yeah, I missed that Taurus, man. That was I loved that car. But I thought it was great because I had the final laugh. And then I always had my toys. I always had a big land yacht too. So, you know, the Taurus was like the newer reliable car, right? And then I always had a Caprice Classic for a toy. Big old comfy thing. Yeah, I heard about the SSR. Was freaking horrible, really horrible. It's just my opinion. I still think the best, like the most reliable vehicles that Chevy ever produced were the, I mean, we're not talk about, sports cars, so we're going to exclude the Corvette, the Trans Ams and the Camaros and stuff like that, right? Because those are toys, right? I look at those as toys, not daily drivers. But as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to Chevy, especially with my experience, their most reliable vehicles were their big-ass land yachts. So that, you know, that would include all those big cars. Because I've never had any major issues with any land yacht I ever driven. So that would be, you know, that'd be the Caprice Classics, the Pontiac Parisians, Buick Roadmasters, all the Cadillacs. Well, that was specifically the Fleetwood. They were all really good. What did Oldsmobile have? Oldsmobile had, what, they had the Cutlass. They had a couple different models too, but like I say, I'm excluding, like I say, the sports cars I'm excluding, because those are toys. But I personally, I can't speak for Chevy trucks. I never owned a truck, so I got no opinion on that. But in terms of modern cars, like, you know, anything, if I were to buy a new car now for a daily driver, it would 100% be a Toyota. As a daily driver, I don't want anything but a Toyota for a daily. Like a Corolla, for example. Or if I was going to get something a little bigger, a Camry. I will not touch a modern Chevy. Yeah, I slowed down Boston, Maine there. It should be fine. All right, Richard. Thanks for stopping in, my friend. We'll catch you next time. Yeah, Jim. They were awesome. They were amazingly well-built cars. Oh yeah, I did hear about the the 1500 engines. Yeah, I did hear about that. Now, I'm only going by what my mechanic said. His name is Tim. I met him through my girlfriend, because my girlfriend's been going to him like for longer than I knew her. But this is just his opinion. But he said if you're gonna buy like a modern North American truck, and this is just from his personal experience, and he owns one too, he recommends the Hemi Rams, only the Hemi, unless you're gonna go for a diesel. That's a different beast. But in his experience, as a licensed mechanic, and he owns his own garage, he said the least of all the evils is the Hemi V8. So he's like, you know, if you need a work truck or whatever reason you might need a truck for, he said it's Hemi or nothing. He's 100% said said those Dodge Rams with the heavies are really, really, like, they're decent. All right, Josh, man, we'll catch you later, buddy. Yeah, our train show is March 21st. It's a little ways off yet. Panther platform, David. That is the platform that the Ford Crown Victoria, the Mercury Grand Marquis, the Lincoln Town Car, that's the platform that they're built on, called the Panther platform. Just like the Caprice Classic and Buick Roadmaster is the B body, as in Bob B, and my Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham, it is a D body. D as in Delta. It's the big D. Yeah, George, I'm keeping an eye on the two of them. They want to smash into each other pretty badly. They've caught up. One's caught up to the other a few times. I'm just keeping my eye on them. But unfortunately, probably I'm going to say around 5:30. I gotta shut the stream down because me and Lauren will be working on supper, and we're just gonna have just like a quiet, relaxing evening, and we gotta go to bed early. And me and Lauren, or not me and Lauren, me and Lily, we gotta head back to Trailer Town in the morning, get Lily off to school. All right, Jim, my friend, you have fun in the train room. I always assume that mostly everyone that watches is in their train room while they watch me or something, or watching someone else's stream or whatnot. Later, Jim. Later, Josh. You guys have a good one. Yeah, David, your setup is perfect. Yeah, I'm just glad it was only the Ethernet cord that broke, and I didn't even have to. That wireless router, it's so good. Like I just have it in Lauren's room, right? It's just in her office, and the Wi-Fi signal's strong enough to reach anywhere in the house. So it's that was an awesome deal. Yeah, that's the only thing that made sense. Like that cable I was using, it's a 50-foot cable, but I've had it since, God, 2010. It's very old. So I just threw on one of the smaller cables, and because originally I put the 50-foot, I put the Wi-Fi router out in the, I stuck it out in the living room here. So I ran the 50-foot cable, but didn't even need to go there. So just hooked up a smaller cable, one that was new, and yeah, it's perfectly fine. It's fine in Lauren's office. It doesn't have to move anywhere, and the streams have been, yeah, worn out 100%. So yeah, no, the streams here are great. Like it's such a difference. Like, you know, me and Lauren, we have the same kind of internet, but it's just a hell of a lot better at her place. Hell of a lot better. It's, and also too, like, ask any of our neighbors. Even Bell's cell service sucks in that area. It's just in the trailer park. It's just shit. Shit in general. Caitlin has told me the same thing. Caitlin and her boyfriend Jeremy, who live right beside me, they said it's absolute trash. And a few other neighbors, I don't remember their names, they said the same thing, like Bell's cell service is just absolute shit. Yeah. Well, hopefully, I'm hoping this week that the depending on David's schedule, that we can do another stream on his layout there, because that was a lot of fun. Man, I need to get the radial control thing for my controllers, so I can just sit here and like adjust the speeds when need be. That would be absolutely great. I looked them up. People want too much for everything. Majority of them. Deals can be had, but oh, I better check my email here for a second. It looks like I'm gonna have to adjust someone's speed here. Oh, yeah, I see what's going on there. Alright. Have to go notch up Boston just a tad. You get close. Getting a little close there, bud. Yeah, but they're also their radio. You can hook them up through radio control too. They got that ability to take batteries and stuff. Let me notch them up just a tad. The cables wouldn't run long enough. Well, unless you got, you know, long enough Cat6 cable. Then you could easily do that. Alright, notch him up a bit. There, all is good. They all doing their thing perfectly. There, I'll sit back in my chair. There, it should be just good enough speed going on there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Cat6, and but you would need an adapter because the wire coming out of the controller, that's like where it comes right out of the controller there, you can't change that. So the end that plugs in to your main controller, to the brain, that plugs into the DCS50 or the DCS52, that would be Cat5, Cat6, whatever, but you would need an adapter. So I'm sure there is such thing as an adapter, so you can, you know, add a longer wire, but I don't know. If the radio control thing worked good enough, that's great. You told them to quit playing chicken with each other. That's funny. Oh, okay, I get it. RJ45s? Okay. I wouldn't know the difference between an RJ45 and Cat5. Well, Cat3, Cat4, Cat5, Cat6. Saying cat so many times, you may as well just go meow. Nothing to do with each other? Awesome. I think for supper tonight it's gonna be pasta. Some kind of pasta contraption. Sounds good to me. Last night, Lauren did a roast. She did the roast. I did the potatoes. She did up the gravy. Oh, it was so good. Oh, okay, yes, I remember this now. I should know this stuff, because, I mean, I went to college for IT back in the day. So, yeah, no, it's coming back to me now. The RJ45 is the connector. Like I say, I knew all this at one point in time. But that whole college course was a little disappointing, unless you were really lucky, which I knew like 2 people that were lucky. It was like the only jobs you were going to get around here in Nova Scotia were call center jobs, and you don't need college and a computer course to work at a call center. So as far as I'm concerned, the course was shit. But I mean, now I'm so behind in the times. Like, that was back in, when did I finish that? I think it was 2012 I finished that, and I never did anything with it. I was like, I don't want to work at a fucking call center. I did try one in 2015. It was web.com, and it stressed me out so bad that my doctor put me off really fast. It was stressing me out so bad, it was triggering my migraines like crazy. I was getting 2 to 3 migraines a week. And she's like, yeah, you can't do that. I can't deal with people on that kind of level. Oh yeah, Parmesan cheese. Then again, I would have got fired from the job eventually, because when if the customer told me to fuck off, I told them to fuck off right back. Quite a few times. And I remember people I work with the cubicles next to me, they were like, Matthew, you can't say that. I was like, well, I just fucking did, and I don't care. So, no, call centers are not for me at all. But, you know, I have a lot of respect for anyone that can do that kind of work and be calm, listening to people fucking scream at you. The call center was called web.com. In total, I worked at 3 call centers in my life. The first one was Converges, then web.com, and then quickly it was a quick contract. The third one wasn't really bad. Unfortunately, all my qualifications have expired. Oh, frig, there's another word I'm trying to use, though, and I can't remember what it is. All my certs expired, like, long time ago. All my certifications. Here, let me take a look. I normally never have trouble with this Bluetooth. It's actually the best Bluetooth I ever had. Let's see. What we got going on here? Should be working. Shouldn't be having an issue with it. Should be fine. Should be perfect. It might have just disconnected there for a second. No, this is in terms of Bluetooth headsets. This is the best headset I've ever owned in terms of Bluetooth. It's yeah.
Huh? Shouldn't be having an issue with it. Should be fine. Should be perfect.
I think I've had this headset for about 2 years now, and it's been like pretty reliable. I mean, Bluetooth doesn't have a very super long range either. I think it's like 10 to 15 feet, maybe 20 if you're lucky. So I mean, you can't be too, as we all know, you can't be too far away from the device you're connected to. Yeah, the echo should be gone now because I was close to the camera mic. So if I go in the room with the headset, you're gonna you're gonna get echoing. So right now, where I've been sitting, I'm sitting by the window going out to the sun deck, keeping an eye on the trains and watching the track so I can stay nice and warm. Yes, Lily? I know, time's flying, sweetheart. I know. Just 2 more. It's only like 1 more month for me. But I'm not excited about getting older, really. No. Not overly. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be 43. Womp womp. But I'm aging like fine wine. My plan is, Lily, when I'm like super old man, I'm gonna look like a wizard. I'm gonna look like Gandalf. Long gray hair, silver beard. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, the sun deck door, like it needs a whole new door. It's I can get it shut properly, but it's wonky. It is a bit weird, but I get it shut. Oh, I know what door you're talking about now. Yeah. So there's two. There's the sliding door which goes into the house, and then there's the door that goes outside. So the door that goes outside, I had to trim a little bit off the frame because of all the high winds we've been getting. I think the sun deck shifted a little bit, and yeah, therefore I just trimmed a little bit off it, and now it's closed. It's fine now. But just looking at it, like, I'm just like, holy crap, that's definitely not the way it used to be. But yeah, the sliding door is having issues, and well, the outside door, the door going outside is not going to have any more issues right now. Oh, good. Boston, Maine, and Union Pacific, they're keeping a decent distance from each other. Alright, about 5 more minutes, I gotta shut it down. As much as I don't want to, I got to do it. And then we'll see what's going on tomorrow evening, back at Trailer Town. See if I can't pop on another stream there on the little layout. Yeah, so it happened one time, well, long before the trains, but one time we forgot to shut the door, and we got a windstorm, and it created a wind tunnel on the sun deck, and the wind completely blew out one of the windows on the opposite side because it created such a wind tunnel. Blew the window right out. So, yeah, so that door has to be shut. Absolutely has to be closed. Closed and braced. But yeah, if that door was accidentally left open and it got really, really windy, yeah, the wind would clear everything on the table. It'd be gone. It would be a very, very sad time. There'd be lots of tears, lots of money down the tube. It would be absolute destruction. A disaster nobody would ever want to happen. Oh, Boston, Maine, what are you up to? It's like he suddenly picked up a burst of speed. Like a rather quite a bit burst of speed. You're probably going to hear some echoing for a minute. Alright, slow him down a bit. Here, I'm going to turn my headset off so I'm not echoing.
Oh, it's in Trailer Town there, David. I'll get it packed up for you there tomorrow and bring it over. Turn the headset off. There we go. Alright. When Boston, Maine comes around again, I'm going to get him up on the side. Oh, it's in Trailer Town there, David. I'll get it packed up for you there tomorrow and bring it over. No, I'm going to park him over here. He has a spot. I'm going to put... Alright, Union Pacific Boston, Maine comes around again, I'm going to get him up on the side. Oh, he's going to have to come around again. Actually, no, I'm going to park him over here. He has a spot. I'm going to put Union Pacific in the siding. I got a spot for Boston. Oh, he's going to have to come around again. Back here. I'm just going to get these switches going. Alright. Union Pacific, I have to back him up. He went a little too far. I got a spot for Boston. Alright, I'll back you up. I'll park you back here. I'm just going to get these switches going. Alright. Union Pacific, I have to back him up. He went a little too far. Alright, I'll back you up. I'll park you. Alright, I'll park Boston, Maine first, then I'll park Union Pacific. I love Kato switches so much. Not derailing like Bachman. Alright, I'll park Boston, Maine first, then I'll park Union Pacific. Alright, Boston, I love Kato switches so much. Not derailing like Bachman. I better flip those. Actually, you can back up just a tiny bit. Not much. Let me get there. Put that back. Alright, Boston, Maine is parked. Alright, Union Pacific. You're going under there. Those. Actually, you can back up just a tiny bit. Not much. You're going off to the siding there, bud. Put that back. Put that back. Alright, Union
we gotta go
Pacific.
slower for you.
You're going in
You
there.
go slow in there.
You're going off to the siding there, bud.
Oh, he hit a dead spot. That's okay. Get him going a little better there. Oh, no, we gotta go slower for you. You go slow in there. Oh, he hit a dead spot. That's okay. Get him going a little better there.
That's okay. It looks like I'll have to manually move him. Oh shit, that didn't work.
They
That's
disconnected.
okay. It looks like I'll have to manually move him. That's okay. I'll reconnect them. That was a little tight for him. Oh shit, that didn't work.
They disconnected.
That's okay.
I'll
Surprisingly,
reconnect them.
I'm surprised he couldn't make that. It had more to do with the coupler than anything.
For him.
Oh, the coupler can't do it. Oh well. I'll have to take them off. Surprisingly, I'm surprised he couldn't make that. It had more to do with the coupler than anything. Oh, the coupler can't do it.
That's okay.
Oh well. I'll have to take them off. The coupler can't make that turning.
That's okay.
That was a good little running session, but I gotta shut it down for the evening, everyone. I appreciate everyone joining in, and I'll see what's going on there tomorrow. See what's happening. But everyone, take care. Have a good evening, and I will catch you next time. That was a good little running session, which will probably. But I gotta shut it down for the evening, everyone. I appreciate everyone joining in. And I'll see what's going on there tomorrow. See what's happening. But everyone, take care. Have a good evening, and I will